It was some man players, man. I talked 24/7. It was a good game, actually, man. Very, very good game. I hear you see me ran ranked number 5. I've been hovering around number 5, number 6, and I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at. But here I am, man, playing this dude, Seattle versus Steelers, ranked game. And this was a good game, man. Very, very good game. A classic game, and I'm glad I'm finally getting to post it. But the game's not too old, pretty recent. Here I am running my 8th Steelers, so it's pretty recent. Not that old, but I still like to call it a classic, man. Here you see me running the ball with Le'Veon Bell, getting a bunch of yards, dropping back with Big Ben, my favorite quarterback to gunsling, and Richard Sherman, man. That dude comes out the cut, gets a speed burst, and ends up outrunning Martavius Bryant right there. You see, he gets in front of Martavius Bryant at the last second. Pissed me off. And, whoa, Russell Wilson, oh my goodness, just gross. And my boy Lil K was in the party talking about that's what you get for throwing at Sherman. Wasn't even watching the game. Definitely got me real hot, man. Definitely got me real heated. Now you see Marshawn Lynch run up the sideline. Nobody wants to tackle him. Goodness, man. Second down, second and goal from the 6. He throws a nice little angle route to his running back. So I'm down 7-0. And I'm like, all right, fine. If Sherman's on the left side, I'm going to the right. So I launch the ball deep downfield. Pick up a nice little 50-yard pass. I see RB at the last second, but I'm getting slung to the turf. So second down and 20. I launch it deep to Martavius Bryant. And I'm going to just pick on Maxwell, man. Because if Sherman's making plays like that, what are you supposed to do? I mean, what are you supposed to do, man? Run the ball with Le'Veon Bell, rolling out with Big Ben, and I see RB. I roll out, and the flat defender comes to try to tackle Big Ben, and that left the flat route wide open, and I was able to pass it to my fullback for the touchdown. But here you see Earl Thomas, man, trying to put on the move, trying to get nasty on the kickoff return. And this guy's offense, man, definitely very, very annoying. I was getting some strip animations. I'm trying to lurk the middle, and then you gotta account for Russell Wilson, who doesn't fumble when you tackle him like normal quarterbacks. So that's not something good. I was trying to get off the block, but that's Shamako Thomas against a left tackle, so I didn't really win that matchup. As you see, no one's getting off their blocks. My goodness, man, no one's getting off their blocks. And see, Russell Wilson has at least 2 stand throws each game, where he just throws it in the stands, man. That's why I can't use that team no more. And Matthews snags on 2 people. They're both 5'9". I mean, congratulations. But ends up dropping the ball, man. That's why, no, Cortez Allen is 6'1", but he might as well be 5'9". I mean, that dude's garbage. This entire Steelers secondary is garbage. It took me a long time to realize that. But I like their offense way too much, man. Le'Veon Bell's a monster. Big Ben, I want to say, might be the best quarterback in the game. That's why I like playing with this team. So I'm dropping back. I see him using it. I don't care, man. I throw it deep to Martavius Bryant, man. Look at that user, man. Over 2 people, Earl Thomas and Maxwell. I mean, as I told you, man, if Sherman's making the type of plays he's making, I'm not throwing it to his side. Because that pick just pissed me off, man. You know, he's not supposed to be that good. I guess he is that good. Who is that good? Because when I threw it, Martavius Bryant had multiple steps. All of a sudden, Sherman's in front of Martavius Bryant and picking off the ball. So that's not, you know, I don't like that. And this is another play a lot of people like to use online. Lil K, there he is sending me a message. He was in the party with me. Probably sent me a game clip. But there you see the heaters. Right there, the Heaters. Second down and 17. And who else? William Gay getting burnt. Nowhere in the picture. I'm holding down SWAT. No animation. And he gets a touchdown. So who else, man? William Gay, my 86 speed corner. Just disgusting. My goodness, man. Don't even know what to do. So I'm running the ball. Just trying to keep him honest, man. I'm not in a rush. So I'm just keeping him honest. I'm going underneath. And I end up getting out of bounds. Late hit? My goodness. Where's the late hit, ref? That's what I don't understand, man. That has to be a late hit. That has to be something unnecessary. I mean, that's a late hit. What am I saying? It has to be something. That's a late hit. That's what it is. Goodness, man. Second down and 10, 25 seconds left. I'm dropping back. I see Antonio Brown. Nice little strike. He's my first time out. I'm at the 50-yard line. Well, 48, but, you know, who's being picky? 20 seconds left. I see Y. I streak him. It was the first time that I streaked Y out of the backfield, so it caught him off guard. I was using split close. I launched it deep to Martavius Bryant. I messed up on the user. It was overthrown. I still out of bounds. Whatever, man. And he ends up snagging on me with Maxwell. And I scored 17-14, about to be halftime. Except he launches the ball deep. I have Ike Taylor. It's one-on-one. I don't know what type of defense I was playing. So I'm using Ike Taylor. I'm just trying to, stop him. Ends up snagging all over me right there. And he ends up going in. Does he go in for a touchdown? My goodness, man. Ike Taylor, just disgusting. That's my number one corner out there getting snagged on. Can Cortez Allen end up catching up to him? He's trying to catch up to him. Good hustle, but that's why I don't sit back and cover 3. I tell people all the time, anytime you want to improve your defense, don't come out and cover 3 and sit back, because bad things happen. Every time I do it, bad things happen. When I sit in a cover 3, bad things happen. Unless I'm sitting pressure. I like my run defense. I like to sit back in a cover 3, but I also like to send blitzes out of it. So sitting back in a cover 3, man, just please don't do it. I tell people all the time, unless you're sitting pressure, don't do it. But there you see me lurking everywhere with Ryan Shazier. I'm sitting the blitz, and I'm getting helped out by the Seattle offense. Nice little drop right there. He runs PA in the round, but look at this coverage. Look at the coverage, man. As I said, I can get your defense up, man. Nobody even close to being open. But guess what? Guess what he does? He tries to pass it there. I'm all over it with Ryan Shazier. I get the pick. And now we're back in the game, man. I'm down 10 points. And I launched the ball deep. There you see Sherman ends up knocking in a speed burst. And we end up going in for a touchdown to make the score 21-14. I'm sending a bunch of pressure. I'm trying to speed up the game. I'm not trying to have him get the run game going. But Marshawn Lynch, that's easier said than done. You got to have 3 guys around him to tackle him. There you see with the heat off the edge, I'm using Ryan Shazier. And I'm using him both routes. There you see me using them both crossing routes at the same time with Ryan Shazier. And we end up getting a pick 6. And that's what's, really underrated part of my game, man. It always looks easy, as I tell everyone. Oh, my goodness. Talking about looking easy. Ike Taylor, catch that dude, man. It always looks easy on the couch, but as I tell people all the time, man, it gets really, really real when you have a dude coming in your face at full speed and you got to get rid of the ball. I mean, you have to get rid of the ball or you end up taking that sack. And then you see me out there using both of your crossing routes. So, I mean, I'm shutting down 2-3 people with one dude. And that's when it really gets real, man. That's when people, really figure out that, wow, this guy really has really good defense. So I'm down 3 points. I see X wide open, but I end up hitting the underneath. He ends up blocking for me, and we get a smooth first down. But I did have X wide open. I didn't see him, though. I see him now, but I didn't see him then. So I'm running the ball with Le'Veon Bell, running halfback split belly. I want to say that play is called. Motioning in. I'm dropping back right here, man. This is the PA Power O out of Ace Twin Steeler. PA Power O. I don't like it because it tips off your opponent because of the auto motion and the alignment change. Oh my goodness, look at the moves with Big Ben though. Look at the moves, man. Juking inside with Big Ben, taking a hit stick. Bye-bye. He's not coming back from that, man. He's not, he's dead. He's dead. So I got to end up winning this game. I got to end up coming back with Landry Jones, man. Can Landry Jones end up making all the crucial big-time throws? Landry Jones, that's Bruce Gronkowski. So obviously I'm not going to pass the ball with Bruce Gronkowski. So I check down to an inside zone. And Le'Veon Bell, man, runs him over, gets the first down. First and goal from the 2. I run a fullback dive, end up getting stuffed. 2nd and 1. And I just run a halfback dive, get stuffed again. 3rd and goal, run a halfback dive again. And we finally end up getting inside the end zone. But this is where all havoc starts to break loose, man. Marshawn Lynch decides he's going to take over the game. I mean, I have people in the area, man. I have 3, 4, 5 dudes around him, but no one's tackling him. He goes in for a touchdown, man. I mean, what else can you say, man? Marshawn Lynch, man, beast mode, goes in for a touchdown, and, that's what ends up happening right there. He ends up kicking an onside kick because he understands once the offense starts getting hot with Big Ben, it's not really much you can do. Hand the ball off to Le'Veon Bell. That was a big-time tackle by Earl Thomas. Rolling out, the blitz is coming. Perfect pass right there. My fullback holds on to it. I run a power O, and we go inside the end zone. for the touchdown. So I'm up 42-38. He's running the ball. I know he's running the ball. Runs it up the gut. There you see. I'm content with him getting 6-7 yards as long as he's not breaking off 80-yard runs for touchdowns. But I do have to stop this dude from getting in the end zone. So I'm just trying to make it as difficult as possible. There you see the man coverage and nasty pocket presence with Russell Wilson right there, man. He avoids Kiesel, jukes, goes upfield, and gets about 12 yards. So that's definitely real tough. That's something you got to watch for, man. A nice little 12-yard scramble by Russell Wilson. So I got to watch that. I got to watch the crossing routes. And I end up taking out Brick Kiesel, man. I mean, that's not his fault, but he's just not ready. He's like 38. Almost got his ankle broken right there. So, we got to take him out. Put in someone more athletic like Haywood. So here I am. I'm watching the crossing routes. There you see crossing route completely locked up. He tries the playmaker, and he just ends up taking up the sideline for another 5-yard gain. It was only 5. It seemed like 8. It seemed like 10 when I'm watching it. So I'm tired of that. So I come out in the blitz, just like I was doing earlier in the game. So I'm blitzing with Ryan Shazier, and he ends up hitting a nice little quick pass to his running back. Nice little dot right there. But time's coming off. He's running no huddle. So I'm going to just call the same blitz. I'm going to keep making him dump it off real quick before he's ready. Hopefully he makes a mistake, throws a pick. Flat route for 3 yards. Unfortunately, he got out of bounds. So I got to get out that defense because he's hitting his running back on the flat. And I don't like that. So it's 34 seconds left. I go back to quarters. And I'm just trying to make sure that Russ doesn't take off and he doesn't hit any flat routes. So I have 2 flat zones out there, 2 flat routes, so he cannot hit the flat. I'm watching the middle of the field. He has a step on me. He ends up taking off, and he still ends up getting out of bounds. So he gets 3 yards right there. It took about, 6 seconds off the clock. So that's a pretty good deal, man. 3 yards for 6 seconds. So I'm not really worried about that. But I'm changing up the defense, and I come out in 2 quarterback sink contain. So I pinch my line, which actually messes up the contain. If I wanted a better contain, I would have spread my line. But we end up keeping him in the pocket. Ends up throwing a quick pass right there. Has to use his final timeout. Well, not has to, but he does. So he uses his final timeout. 22 seconds left from the 10-yard line. And I don't know what to do right here, man. I don't know what to do. I just come out in the same defense. I know it's a quick pass. I know he wants to roll out right here. I know what this play is, so I have everyone covered, and he takes off, and we tackle him. Unfortunately, he still gets out of bounds, so that's 3 yards right there for 5 seconds. So you got to account for Russ, and if he takes off one more time and gets 3 yards, or he takes off one more time and gets 5 yards, then he's at the 2, or even in the end zone. So I definitely have to account for that. Definitely have to watch for that. So I have my contains out there. I have my contain on the right side out there so he can't roll out. He still does roll out, but there you see right there, that's a sack. My goodness, man, that's a sack right there. There you see the adjustment I made. I had the contain on the right side. I played cover 2, so when he rolled out, the flat defender came up. Should have sacked him. I can't call it, though. Now it's 11 seconds left, 7 seconds left. No, 11 seconds. No, wait. 11 seconds on the 7-yard line. So I come out in 2 QB sink contain. I'm watching the middle of the field. I'm watching that. And he ends up snagging all over me with Marshawn Lynch. Snags all over my defensive tackle. Ends up dropping the ball. If he caught it, game's over. So I'm not too happy about that, actually. I wanted him to hold on to that. So last play of the game, 4th and 7, 6 seconds left. The 2 sink QB contain. It's working for me, so I'm going to just keep doing it. The weakness, I just got to watch the middle of the field, man. Make sure he doesn't roll out. Make sure he doesn't score. What am I saying, man? Make sure this dude doesn't score. Very, very tight game. I'm watching the middle. Nobody's open. He's rolling out. My defensive tackle's coming out at full speed. Russell Wilson turns on the Jets. He gets right there, and he ends up missing a dude wide open. There you see he has his tight end wide open in the end zone. Ends up hitting the wrong button. And that's just, an intense game, man. That's what happens when it gets really intense, man. You miss reads, you miss players. It just, really intense game. Good game. And crazy game, man. Crazy game. Hope you enjoy the game. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my offensive guide in the description and my defensive guide in the description. and it was just a crazy back and forth game, man.